countering it is tough. But I did figure out a way so I could do it in easy mode. And I also got the prop turning in the right direction now, so it doesn't look like you're pushing the blades the wrong way.
Good deal. Okay, I'm trying to get the, where'd my standby? There we go. Okay, we should be up and streaming if you, and let me get the link for you. It'll probably be, if you go to that main page, my main page, you should, and it should be up there on that. Hold on. Now, I hope so. So welcome to, yeah, okay. So welcome to, oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hey everyone, Luke Flywalker here at St. Aubrey Airport. Beautiful. Okay, hey everyone, Luke Flywalker here at St. Aubrey Airport. Beautiful. Hold on. Okay, hey everyone, Luke Flywalker here at St. Aubrey Airport. Beautiful. Hold on. Okay, hey everyone, Luke.
It must be working back here. Come back through your microphone.
Yeah, I had the I had the stream run. Yeah, we'll start over again. This is live podcast, so sometimes everything doesn't work right. But Luke Flywalker here, beautiful St. Aubrey Airport for podcast number 3, joined by my compatriots here, AW and Met, and we are proud to put another show on for you, and I think it's going to be a good one. And I want to get
it's definitely going to be a good one.
Oh yeah, I'm going to put my little St. Aubrey intro up there for everybody. But thank you all for joining us here today. And Matt, how you doing today, sir?
Oh, well. Hello, everybody. I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. And I'm looking forward to the podcast we have now about technical things about St. Aubrey and so on. Thank you very much.
Okay, very good. And AW, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, thank you. And lots of positive things happening today, and this is definitely one of them. So I'm looking forward to having some fun and talking with you guys.
Yeah, just telling the guys here that we'd planned this podcast for a couple of weeks, and then this afternoon my garage door repairman decided to show up at an hour before showtime, and I had a couple phone calls that I had to deal with, and it never fails, you know.
The universe is testing you to see if you still have a sense of humor.
Yeah, that's right. And it's a good thing. But I don't have as big a sense of humor as my wife does. At least that's what she says. She says, if I got a sense of humor, you think I got a sense of humor, look who I married. So, so anyway, and she does that in good fun, I think. So anyway, we got the agenda here. Let me slide over here and pop that agenda up for everyone. We're going to talk about, is there any, and I want to say something about the SL Aviation Special Events, if there isn't. I think we talked about that briefly last time. And a lot of stuff going on in SL with viewer changes and going to the internet browser stuff and the SL mobile going on. And then I want to I've got some video clips here to show of our Fly for Life team, which is a Relay for Life of Second Life team, and the Relay for Life of Second Life season has started. The official fundraising season has started now. It started on January 15th, and Fly for Life again is a registered team, and we've been a sponsor and participating off and on, but mostly on since 2014 with that event. Matt's got some exciting stuff to share with us about St. Aubrey and their move to help builders and attract builders to the airport, and I'm excited to hear about that. And then we got a exciting video from for our Builders Corner segment with AW, and we're going to look at, we took a ride in the helicar the other day, and I got some video clips of that. And
I think we had about no crashes in that one.
Yeah, really. It was very well. Although SL wasn't real friendly, but it wasn't bad. So, yeah. And what else do we have going here? Oh, yeah, the AW also has a RV that will show on that video, and anything else new from the tank factory there. And then I finish up with the airport to airport series, some information about the videos that I do there, and plea to get some more airport owners interested in doing the video with us. So Okay, so let's start back up at the top of our list here, and you guys know of anything going on in Second Life in the aviation community worth noting?
Well, it was just what you mentioned, which I had never heard of before. So that Relay for Life sounds like a big event.
Okay, yeah, and we'll get to that in a minute. And what I wanted to talk about, and that is that I've been doing these videos since almost, I think, 14 or 15 years now. We started SL Aviation magazine, and back in those days, there was almost every week there was some aviation-related event going on, and we'd report on them, and there was always new airplanes coming out, new products coming out, and things like that. In fact, my latest airport-to-airport video, going to Giojo Airport, the owner there, mentioned the fact that that was a golden age of SL aviation, and since then it's kind of died out. It's not the same as it used to be. So, but back in 2010, 11, back in those times, especially the civilian commercial aviation stuff was just expanding out, and there was a lot of interest in it. And airports, I don't know how many active airports there are in the mainland that you can fly from one to the other. At one time, I think we counted like 77. So
a lot of them are still on Sugargood, so you can look up there and
you
see they've got a list of airports.
Yeah. So yeah, they do. So, and I don't think people use this very often anymore. I should have had a link for it here so I could show, but the SL Aviation Wiki page, and people can put like the whole airport profile on there and get the ICAO number and all that, for their
the ICAO codes. I think those are like made-up codes that Sugargood has to.
Yeah, I think that's the same
pretend
one.
to be like ICAO codes, like the real
right. Yes, that's right. And so I don't think people use that much anymore. I use it for my airport-to-airport video to try to get information about the airports, and when I go there, a lot of them aren't. Nobody's entered the information or even put their airport on there, so it still is.
I should find someone to put. I should find someone to put some entries for PTF, because none of the planes from PTF are in there yet.
Yeah, you can put the aircraft on there and the airports, and I haven't posted any of my videos on there for a while, but you can post the videos on there. I'll probably get on there and do that. Of course, they want all aviation-related stuff. So, anyway, just encouragement to airport owners and aviation groups out there that might be listening to us. Do some events and get some stuff going here, and let us know about it, and we could even do podcasts from those events as well, and videos. And,
that'd be great. We could do remote podcasts from different airports, and just have a new place to see and everything.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of was my reason for putting that on the agenda here today, was as a plea to kind of get this thing spurred and going again. Because
I just got a message from someone shortly before we began. They were just putting up a new airport.
Oh, really?
And they just announced it. Yeah. I'm not even sure what it's called. It's just brand new airport just came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was just announced in passengers maybe, or.
Okay. All right. I didn't see that. I'll have to check it out. I didn't see that. Okay, so have either of you messed with any of the new, like the browser-based viewer that they have now, where you just log on, just bring up Chrome or whatever, Firestorm or Firefox, or I hate to say it, what's Edge, Microsoft Edge. I get so mad at them. They're always trying to trick me into using that, but I don't use it, but you know, you can just click on the link there on that, and you're in. It's just a trial now, and you can only use it for an hour, I think. But I tried
That's
it
up
the
from
other
about
day.
20 minutes when they first released it.
Yeah. Have either of you tried that?
No, never.
Okay.
I only have the Firestone, and I have to struggle with them, so it's enough work for me.
Okay, I understand.
I tried it. I tried it when they first released it, and then shortly after they changed it to a longer amount of time.
Uh-huh.
And I found it impressive because, well, just for this reason, because this is probably going to be your next topic. The mobile app
Uh-huh.
was very underwhelming. So compared to the mobile app, this is very overwhelming. Actually, I felt like I was looking at the actual viewer. It seemed to be ready to do everything. But it was everything that the default viewer has, which is it's not at all what I'm used to. I'm used to Firestorm.
Right.
And so it doesn't have any of that, but it did appear to show the what's that word everybody knows now that I'm forgetting? You know, the new graphics.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. PBR or physically based.
Yeah, it does show that as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
And so it uses the new scheme of midday and sunrise and sunset and all that stuff. And so it's a nice way to just get a look at that. But I haven't really tried it in an extensive session, and I certainly haven't tried developing using it.
Right, and that's the way with me. I just I put it on or logged into it and walked around for a while, and I didn't try flying or do anything like that with it. So, but you know, the graphics looked okay. It was okay, but it looked a lot like the Second Life viewer, which I guess it is. You know, the standard SL viewer. Did it have a mini map? I never could find a button or whatever to turn on the mini map, and I didn't look that hard, but I didn't have a mini map up, which to me is critical for flying and traveling across the grid and driving and whatever. I always have my mini map working. So
I find that critical for even sometimes when I'm in a static position, just so I can see who's around.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, the mobile app. Now I'm not a big mobile app guy anyway, and I probably wouldn't use that much. I've been on it a couple times, but I wouldn't do anything major with it. I don't think, other than to answer IMs or whatever, or check an IM or a message or whatever notice. But I'm not a big mobile app guy, or playing games on my phone or anything. I really don't do much of that. So
I'm not sure. App was too scary to use because I thought it was going to deposit me somewhere where I couldn't move.
Oh yeah.
And then I was just going to be stuck there. My avatar would be bumping into the walls and everything. And
yeah.
So I thought this thing was interesting once or twice, and then I stopped using it entirely.
Yeah.
I think the only thing for using the mobile app is to communicate. You can do some reports, speech together, but you cannot really move. It's very difficult to move then. It's very difficult to sit down. If it is possible to sit down, then you cannot stand up. It is not a software you can really game with. And I don't know why they have done that. The mobile phone is could be too small for playing Second Life. But as I have said, to communicate with some avatars in Second Life, it is well. It works, but nothing else.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's I think they're trying to appeal to the younger generation, trying to get more young people in here, and that's probably a way of doing it, and make it more convenient for users. And like you said, Matt, communication is probably that's probably the only thing I'll ever use it for. Unless there's
I guess if I really had to answer a message or something and that was all I had, I might use it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that they have like little project teams. They'll come up with an idea and they'll assign a project team, and they just say, well, we'll put it out, whatever it ends up being. We'll complete the project, and then some of the projects are good, and some is just what they are, and maybe they don't go any further with it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. So, and that's a good thing, because sometimes they learn things in the projects that they're doing that improves everything else, or improves other things they weren't intending to work on.
I agree. It is a good thing. It's like Bell Labs. Bell Labs was famous because they had almost complete autonomy. They would have these teams, and they would just have to sit and think of things.
Yeah.
And they paid them to do that, even if it wasn't necessarily going to be some profit for the company. They just said, well, we're going to hire a bunch of people that are really smart, and we're going to let them think stuff up all day long, and that's their job. And so I admire that, and I hope that there's a lot more. I hope that there's a lot more of that.
Yes, yes. And that's like you said, that's a good thing. Okay, moving on, go back to our topics here for just a second, and I wanted to share with everybody about the Relay for Life of Second Life. And as I said earlier, that started in for this year, started in January the 15th was the first official day for teams to register, and we registered Fly for Life on that day. And Relay for Life of Second Life, just to give you a little history, has been in existence since 2005, and since that time they've raised over $5 million, and they are one of the biggest fundraising teams in the world, and one of the truly international teams in the world, because we have people from all over the world participating in it. And so when I started out, I would just somebody asked me, there was a lady named Mello Jones, and she said, if I start a Relay for Life team, would you agree to be co-captain and help me? It was going to be based, focused at aviation people. And I said, yeah, I'll help. Well, she lasted about 2 months into the process and then had to quit for health reasons. So then I ended up being the captain, and which I really didn't want to do because I didn't know anything about it, but I learned, how to kind of manage the team a little bit. And then the next year I had somebody else that was running the team, and they had to quit, and I had to come back to be the captain. So around 2017, I started dealing with a health issue myself. I had prostate cancer, so I had to end up having prostate surgery and then going through 39 radiation treatments, and was on the hormones, which was kind of a mild form of chemotherapy, for 2 years after that. And so I'm myself a cancer survivor, and just, I believe in what they're doing because they raise money to support cancer research. And my grandfather died of prostate cancer in 1970. So it just, shows how far everything has went, in the research and treatment and everything of that type of cancer. And in fact, my neighbor, who's been dealing with prostate cancer since 2000, is now in hospice care because of it, and he probably won't be with us much longer. So, it's still here and still a threat to people, but that's just one form of cancer. And and cancer is something that affects everybody in one way or the other, whether you've had it yourself or you have people, relatives or partners and whatever. or friends and neighbors and whatever. Cancer touches everybody's life in some way. So that's why, you know, there's so many people here in Second Life that sometimes, you know, cancer has ravaged their body so much that Second Life is one of their main ways of living and communicating with people. So that's why there's so many people feel passionate about it here. And so Fly for Life has kind of morphed into a what should I say, the aerobatic teams really are playing a big role in the Fly for Life team. Originally we started the team and focused on just airports and airport owners, and then now we focus on aviation teams, and we do a thing called Fly for Life Expo. And I'm going to bring up let me find my tab here. I'm going to bring up a video of the fly. This is from 2003. That was the first year we did it. And so we rent two of the Linden event sims, which are the high performance sims. I think you can have up to 170 avatars on the sim, and you know
Wow.
it's just, the teams just love it because the lag, there's no lag there, and the flying is just so great. So when we do it again this year, you guys can come over there and fly and just see the difference. I mean, it's just amazing. So the team,
Yeah, we'll come there and we'll stress test their sim for them.
yeah, you can really try. We have an air racing track up at a higher level, and then we have a museum, and then we have places for the vendors. We're expanding that. Legion Fire and Air, which is showing up on my screen right now. I don't know if it is for you. Their display. They do Fire and Air, Fire and Rescue, and they are a big supporter of this. And there's their team right there. So we raised, I think we raised over $1,500 last year through that event and some other things that we did. But we have a big air show. We did all 7 teams I think we had last year. We did it all on one day. This year we're dividing it up because it's just kind of a lot. You know, it goes all day long if we did all the teams, because they all do about a 45-minute show. And then, of course, you have time in between for the teams to get ready. So, yeah, let me flip over to another video here. And we have this museum here. And we're going to do a little different theme on that this year. We did like the history of aviation, starting with airships and blimps and hot air balloons, and went through the Wright brothers display and things like that. And then we focus a lot on World War I, World War II, and modern aviation stuff, commercial aviation. We're going to do something more centered, since the theme for RFL this year is magic, has to do with magic. We're going to do the magic of flight this year. So I had several curators help me with that. Jack Tracker did the air museum, or the airship museum, and Jenny Trite-Kaz did the women in aviation. I did a lot of others. Deanna Ty, who is a Huey pilot in real life, helped with the Air America display. And so, you know, we had fun doing it, and it's really interesting. And one thing we find out about doing this event is we get, because we draw in people that are involved with Relay for Life, but they've never even flown in a plane, in Second Life. And, they've mostly been involved with doing Relay for Life and, going to clubs and whatever. And so, we have a day when people can come and just ride in a plane with the teams and, let them do all their aerobatics and stuff while people are riding along in the plane. So, and I think
that'd be a great adventure for people.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I had the, there's a season lead. They call it season lead. That's the person that heads up the Relay for Life event every year. All the events. and she came and we flew her around. So she got one of the Hawks team. I'm gonna flip up the Hawks video here, and they are a truly amazing team. They do a nighttime show, so everybody sets to midnight, and they have fluorescent smoke and fluorescent colored lights on their planes.
Oh, that's some nice light effects there.
Yeah, you see that they're doing they call this the yin and yang, and they make that symbol. And I caught. Of course, during the show, I'm busy DJing and announcing for it, and I fly on Team Phoenix, so I don't have much time to do video. So I caught them at their practice before their show. That's what this is. This is their actual practice. So they have a solo team, which they come out with a Delta team, 4 planes, and then they switch over to the solo team, and they do some solo routines, which you're seeing right now. And let me see. I think I can go on up here. Yeah, it lets me. I'll speed up to another part here and see. Yeah. So they're just the last part of it is the heart, and then all the other planes join them, and we'll see here. They do something called the Wheel of Death, which is just truly amazing.
Mm-hmm. I'm impressed already.
Yeah, they have the black planes, and so they don't show up real well until they turn on their lights, and then they do their. So this one, I think that they're doing. I'm watching right now. They're doing the firecracker. They call it it might be the Wheel of Death. I don't know. No, that looks
very bright.
That was a firecracker. Yeah, it's very impressive, and you can see how smooth the planes are flying. So that's so what we do. We set the audience up on the other sim, and then we have the planes fly on a sim to themselves, so that we're not worrying about the lag from all the scripts running from avatars and stuff.
Do you turn off all the other things that are creating particles?
Yeah, pretty much so. Yeah, they just did the opposing loop, and they're coming back around here and do. I want to show the Wheel of Death, which is good. And this team also, we did a Christmas show based on the Christmas Carol, and we had it was about Scrooge and Scrooge's great grandson or something like that. I forget, distant relative of Scrooge anyway, and he meets the ghosts, fly in and take him on flights and things, and you can watch that on our YouTube channel. But we did that with the Hawks team, and we do it at the Dickens project, which they do.
It looks like they're flying Hawks too, either the Hawk or they're flying the
yeah, it's the Bayhawks.
6A.
Yeah, the Bayhawks. I forget who made it there, but yeah, that's their. I forget what they call it. I'm their announcer, and I forget the name of their routines. I have to read my script, but that was the downburst. I think they call that one. And now I think they're going to come around here and do the Wheel of Death. So I don't know how far I'm lagging, or you're lagging behind what I'm seeing.
Not too much. It's
okay. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's just a few seconds.
Yeah. They're coming around. They're split up now. They're going to do. I think this is the Wheel of Death. So this one, and every time they do it in the show, they'll say they'll do it one more time. So they cross at the bottom. They all loop up.
Oh yeah.
They cross at the top, and then they come back around and cross at the bottom again.
I can see why they named it that.
Yeah. So that's pretty amazing. So anyway, that
not something you would do in real life.
Yeah, right.
all pointing at the same point there.
Yeah.
That looks great.
So we're going to do that next year with the or not next year, but in April 12th and 13th, I think, will be the actual air shows, and the or it'll open up 1st of April and go through the end of April, so you can come and tour the sims, and we'll have some open fly days where people can experience the fly. If you're watching the video now, that's me in the cockpit with my team, Team Phoenix. So you got a first-person view here of the of the flight, and there's some fancy.
Is that a T6A Texan?
Yeah. And this is just random stuff here with all the video that, or the event we did in 2023, everything we did. So, and we give away free stuff like Meg Madrigal gives away the Skyboat, which is kind of a cool little thing to fly, and it's free. And there's the Anemone Wing Walkers there with the biplanes. I didn't get many good videos of them, but that's a fun. I was a pilot for them, but I kind of stood by. I'm just their announcer. Now I was flying and announcing at the same time. And here's Team Phoenix again, and we're getting ready to do the. Is this? Yeah, this is what we call the butterfly. So we rotate around, and I fly upside down, and we go back to the other side of the sim, and then
nice outside loop
back over. Yeah. And then we loop back over, and it makes a butterfly because the two wing planes do a loop out around, and they make the wings, and Wade, the lead pilot, and I make the body. So, and we got better smoke than we had, so it stays longer. But anyway, so that's it. I was a little off because I should come out closer behind him when I come over. Anyway, that's.
You ever heard of Jimmy Doolittle?
Jimmy Doolittle?
Yeah, the famous Doolittle raid. Jimmy Doolittle?
Yeah.
Did you know he was the first person to do an outside loop?
Yes, I think I did know that. And it took him a long time to be able to do that, didn't it?
Well, that I'm not sure of. I'm just reading the bio. I don't know how long it took.
I read or saw something about that, because the planes would fly apart.
Yeah.
They weren't made to do an outside loop.
You read out.
Yeah, right.
It's the opposite of blacking out.
Yeah, right. And the planes, the pilots couldn't take it, and the planes couldn't take it either. The early planes, they tried to do it. So yeah, Jimmy Doolittle. Yeah, that's a great story there with him, and he was quite a daredevil, wasn't he? Really.
Yeah, one of the best pilots of that whole pre-war, pre-everything time. It was Doolittle and Lindbergh.
Yeah. Yes.
There's just a few names, and they always come up.
Yeah, pioneers of aviation, really. Okay, we'll go back to the topic here, and we're going to go turn it over to Met, and he can share with us about the new builders area. Met, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Well, we have already established that Saint Aubrey is a friendly airfield. It is pleasantly designed. The ambience is appealing. People are friendly. It is not too big and not too small. And now we have two vendors and a demo zone, not for a long time. That is new. And I will explain how it has grown up. An airfield lives by the people who are there. The pilots who live there, who have their aircraft in a hangar here, or park them in front of a terminal. Pilots who then take off and land again, carry passengers, and so on. The same applies to the sailors who are doing their races at least 3 times a week, or who simply practice with their boats from time to time.
I should point out Myra is letting us know that she's hearing an echo on all the voices except for Luke. So if you have like a...
Oh, sorry.
Luke,
okay.
If you have something playing in the background, it's picking them up. So.
Okay. Let's test it here. I may have...
Yeah. It is me or...
It's all of us except for Luke, apparently.
Okay, so it must be... Yeah, go ahead and go ahead, Matt. And I think I've shut the. I hope I have the echo shut off. Let us know.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, Centerway is not only a pleasant airfield, it is also an innovative one. That's the idea behind. The people here have also their own ideas, pleasures, and talents. We have people who like to paint airplanes. I count myself among them. We have people who paint sails and boats and are really good at it. We thought that it would therefore make sense for Centerway if people who have something to offer or people who would like to find out about new products are given the opportunity to do so on Centerway. What we have been missing so far are aircraft or vehicle designers who could present their products here. In this pleasant environment, we choose AW and Mickey Woodchit because they are innovative and develop really good products together. The resident of Saint Aubrey, but also visitors, they have the opportunity to try out these products. They can take off with the chosen airplanes on the runway, fly over the sea, come back and land. They can also test the vehicles and then try them out on the taxiways or on the tarmacs. If they are satisfied, they will have the opportunity to purchase these vehicles. I think I will give the word to him
Larry
to
said there's
explain.
no sound now. The sound just cut off.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should be back. I hope. Let's
Should
see.
be back. All right.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I was for some reason I was feeding back through my. Yours was feeding back through my. And is the echo gone?
I'm not sure if the echo's gone.
Okay.
She'll let me know.
It looks like it is from my. I should have caught that. It looks like it is on my.
The echo's gone now.
Okay. It was feeding back through my microphone, not externally, but through my mixer program. So sorry about that.
I should just say one correction is the helicar, the body is created by Zinfer.
Okay.
Yeah, Zinfer is the mesh designer for that one.
Yeah. Before Matt, I'm zoomed out on the demo zone out here, so you want to. We may have had the sound cut out a little bit. You want to explain what this is and.
Yes, the demo zone in the north of the studio here. We can see the zone, and at every corner, at the left and at the right, there is a vendor. And there it is possible to rent a vehicle, to rent a plane, to rent a car, and will appear in the demo zone. And the demo zone is near to the taxiway, so a plane can directly go to the taxi and to the runway and can start. Or otherwise, a car can be rented here, and then we have a tarmac, we have the taxiways too, or we have the runway maybe to try it out. The main topic is too that we have the whole ambience here. It is a nice place to try it out. It is motivating to do that here. And as I have said, a lot of people, they have some talents and some ladies, and they can do things, and other people, they are interested in watching them. And so it's an important thing for Saint Aubrey to have this new innovation, to have the two vendors and to have the constructors, the scripters, and have the possibility to try out these new products. And we have chosen AW and Mickey because we think they are very innovative, and it is worth to have a look on their products.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm glad you're doing that, and
I couldn't ask for a better plug.
yeah, really. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, so go back to the helicar now. Let's do that one, and I'll start the video if you're ready. Or
yeah, I'm just watching.
I took the sound out of it so we could it wouldn't interfere with us commenting here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to start the.
As far as I recall, I didn't swear at all during that.
No, you didn't, but
it's not because of me that he's taking the sound out. It's not for that reason.
When I edit it and cut parts out, then it cuts the sound out too. So it's a lot of work, and I didn't have a lot of time to edit. So I thought I'd just cut the sound out, and we could
so this
talk.
Is the inside here, and you can see this is what I look at while driving it. Yeah. Those two crosses there represent a visual of your cyclic and collective.
Mm-hmm.
So the center cross point would be neutral. And right now we're in driving mode, so it just drives like a car. But this thing is very advanced, so it's neural net, and you don't actually need to steer it. You just sort of think your way. Now we're going into flight mode, and this was sort of necessary because we just found ourselves on a bridge with no ramp, so just put ourselves in flight mode there. It's nice having the option to be able to do that. So whenever you just need to get over something, you just say flight, and then boom, goes up into flight mode.
I'm a little bit laggy on this one today. Normally, but that morning, for some reason, mine, I don't know if it's the SL or my internet or what, but I was a little bit laggy, but still, you get the picture.
It responds like a normal car. It's kind of sport car. I don't build them for racing. They're not for the squiggly tracks. They're mainly for just going point to point. But they're for going point to point fast. We were doing 50, 60 miles an hour with two of us in there going through sim crossings, no problem. So that's what it's built for.
Yeah. And it's so cool looking too. You notice I'm slow resing that one section of road didn't res, but.
Well, Hakirio likes it, but she made hers tan.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I have the opportunity to drive with her.
Mm-hmm.
We have been at the new continent, and I have to say it's very impressive to sit on the seat beneath the driver, to have a look around, and I think it's very smooth in driving, not as many other cars are. Well, we have the lag, that problem. It is a problem, but I think this car is special in avoiding lag. At least I had the impression that it was very smooth.
Yeah, most of the vehicles I really try to focus on SimCross performance and keeping control. You're not going to get control lock, and you're not going to have too many bad sim crossings. I mean, there's no such thing as zero bad sim crossings, but I want to try to get that down to as low a number as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very easy to drive, really. Flying's easy too. I mean, it's a little different.
Well, that's why you got the HUD. I don't usually use
Right.
HUDs, but if you're a mouse look driver like me, then there's one right in front of your face. But if you're not, there's an external HUD you can wear.
Yes.
And it kind of shows you where the controls would be if you had physical controls that you could feel.
Yeah.
Because I just couldn't stand most helicopters that were constantly chatting at you. I just don't like to hear all that chat spam, so I chose to do the HUD instead.
Right. Yeah. And that's okay. I mean, my system handles the HUD okay. It's not. There's no problem with that, and it is very helpful. So.
Yeah, it's a lightweight HUD.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's just got one listen.
This
The
vehicle
car's got a little bit more in it than a road car, so I have to, you know, take a little bit of additional weight, a little bit of additional scripting weight in order for it to be the dual mode vehicle that it is. But, but it does pretty well for a dual mode vehicle. We didn't have any bad crossings on this journey.
For me, it's important to start with this car, this heli car, because it's a sign, it's a symbol for the combination of good ideas, very well designed, a very good idea for gaming in Second Life, a special idea, and we were very proud to have the car here at Center Parade 2 in the vendors, as well as in the marketplace too.
Yes. I have it at my shop, but I think St. Aubrey is a better place to demo this thing because you can just take off and fly wherever you want.
Yes.
It's very beautiful.
It's very good. It will also be good for drivers of SL, you know, to do the drive. Oh, there's where you demonstrated flipping over. I left that in there.
Oh, did I do? Yeah, see, if you flip the thing over, all you have to do is put it in flight mode, give it a little bit of thrust, and then it'll pop itself right back.
Yeah.
That was an answer to somebody who was a customer who was like, does this thing do flip? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, you know, where you press a button, if you accidentally flip the car on its head and you press a button and it flips it back. I said, you know, I don't know. And then so I just tried putting it in flight mode and it turned out it works fine. Just flips itself right back.
I just noticed I had my particles cut down too. Their particle effect's a lot better than it's showing on this video. I think.
The particles look like rockets, basically.
Yeah.
Is it paintable? It is. You can change the colors. It does not have a UV map. It is all materials only. So you have to do material coloring.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yes, it's paintable. It's mod.
Yeah, it's very cool. So, yeah, I think you know, doing the drive with drivers of SL drive with this would be good because you could use it for a lot. You could, I mean, for driving and for flying both. Wouldn't have to switch vehicles, and it's so good on sim crossings that that's going to be a definite plus for people traveling the grid.
Well, I'm going to express my gratitude for TLC for picking one up. I appreciate that very much.
Oh yeah, awesome. Okay, I think that's. Oh no, we're coming up now. The next part here is the RV. I think.
Oh yeah.
It looks like
my little preview of the RV.
Video's lagging out here a little bit. Okay, there we go. I don't know if that was in the video and I didn't cut it out, or if it was my computer lagging a little bit here. I am putting a bit of a strain on it. I'm streaming 2 different audio streams and then the YouTube and playing videos. So.
And I know you usually go with like a 500 draw distance, even at low levels like this. So.
Yeah.
That's way more than my machine can handle.
Yeah. Well, I've got that 4090 graphics card, so it's 32 gig of RAM. So, and an i9 processor, it ought to. Liquid cool. So yeah, we haven't come up here. We're coming up. I think this is about where I stop it, because we get out here someplace. Yeah, we're getting out here. Yeah, and then we're going to see the RV. So you want to tell us a little bit about that when it pops up here, right?
Well, the RV is still a work in progress. It's taken me. It's been a month, I think, So it's going to be a little while longer because there'll be an adult version. But the basic version, or I guess the standard version, is pretty much done at this point. So it has GTFO, it has a TV, it has radio.
Yeah.
It has cruise control now, which is a new thing I just added.
Yeah, here we come with the RV, so.
Yeah, the cruise control on this is different from what you're used to, because most of the time you do cruise control and then when you hit the brakes it just goes off. But
yeah.
What I set it up for was the cruise control would do the same sort of gear shifting that you have with a normal SL vehicle, which if it has 8 gears, that's basically 8 speeds. So when you set cruise control, it will just maintain that speed, but if you hit the brakes, it slows down, which is often enough for you to make a turn. So instead of having to shift gears, you just hold the brake down and you make the turn.
Oh, nice.
Or if you want to speed up, then you press the gas and it'll speed up for a while. You let off the gas and it goes back to the cruise setting. So that's the new cruise control. But you don't need to use cruise control. You can just drive it like a normal vehicle where you hold down the forward key.
Yeah.
If you shift down, then it'll turn tighter. So if you, otherwise this thing really drives like a bus. You got to be very careful the way you turn it. You know, it's not gonna turn like a sports car.
Well, it's supposed to drive like a bus, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Because it basically is a bus.
It's got a big diesel engine in it and everything.
Yeah. Diesel pusher. That's what they used to call them. I don't know if they still call them that or not.
I believe they do. Yeah, and this is obviously a converted bus. You know, it's got tandem dualies in the back and a huge diesel motor, and it's got the bus bays underneath. It's for GTFO. It'll do 109 FU, which is a full crate.
Nice.
So apparently this is the first bus they've ever had in GTFO. So it's
really?
an actual bus, and you'll get quite a bit of freight units for your deliveries in this thing. The adult version is going to have a lot more fancy animation. So I got a system that actually is going to defeat all of the fancy scripting when you have the engine on, so it doesn't drop your passengers at the sim border.
Yeah.
You know.
It just looks like fun.
The engine, then you can back to having fun.
Yeah, it just looks like fun, like a fun vehicle. So very cool.
Yeah, that should be coming out in the next few weeks, I think.
Yeah, really, really good. Okay, that's the end of the video. So very good, and Matt, congratulate you on your demo area there, and I think keep up the good work here at St. Aubrey, and same with you, AW. Keep it going here. It's great to have an innovative builder and scripter that's coming out with some cool stuff for us to play with.
Yeah, there's going to be more. I'm doing work for PTF right now, mostly updating existing aircraft. Just want to every now and then take time just to update stuff, you know, because people send me messages, and a lot of messages.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that they want it. I'm sorry, I just got a message too. Anyway, I listen to them all. I can't do everything that people ask, but I listen to all the messages. And then every now and then I just got to go and you know, make updates, and that takes some time. So that's what we're doing right now.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good, because you know, a lot of builders, it takes forever to hear back from them too. So that's good that you're active and responsive to your customers. Okay, hey, we run down to the end of our topics list, and anything else either one of you want to add before we close out?
Well, I also want to thank St. Aubrey for, you know, hosting us here. I think they've been extremely generous.
For sure.
And I think this is a great thing. But also,
this is a great thing.
I wanted to say back then, congratulations on your recovery, because you kicked it. You know, that's very positive.
Yeah, I've been. They can't declare me officially cancer-free for 10 years, but I've been. Every check I have, you know, there's no signs of that I have cancer. So that's the bad thing about prostate cancer. It spreads to other parts of your body, and people don't know they've got it, until it's too late. Like my neighbor, and he had actually went through the surgery and everything, and they didn't get it all, I guess. So anyway, I appreciate that. Thank you, AW. And Met, again, I echo AW's thanks for hosting us here. You've been very gracious, and we'll keep this up for sure. We don't have a time set for another one. We kind of play that by ear, depending on our schedules and whatever. So it'll be a couple weeks or so before we do another one. But be sure to spread the word. And if you have an interest of coming on the show with us, if you're listening out there, please let any one of us know here, and we'll talk to you about getting on the show here. Maybe you're a builder or airport owner or just an aviation enthusiast that has something you want to share with the aviation community. That is fine. So with that, we're going to say so long. And hey, guys, we kept it. We're just under an hour this week, so you all did well. We kept to our time schedule.
Yeah, we sure did.
So I'll say goodbye, and